The entire following segment consists of satirical content. All references to reality are fictionalized, and all personages are fictional, except for public figures whose likenesses are used fictitiously. The opinions expressed in this segment in no way reflect those of the University of Kentucky, the Kentucky Colonel with a K, larvae, origami helicopters, or magnets.
Hello again, listeners, and welcome back to another week of fantastic news brought to you by the UK Colonel. I'm Colleen, and I am just wriggling with excitement.
And I'm Olivia, a human with skin, and let me tell you, that skin is sure holding in my organs.
Get right to the news.
In campus news, UK healthcare officials report that there's been an outbreak of studying on campus this week. Students have been seen with their heads looking at books instead of at cell phones and making flashcards instead of usual origami helicopters with working rotary blades. Obviously, this epidemic can be very detrimental to the health of UK's burgeoning economy. If students are studying, they might not go out and spend their parents' savings on beer, which is bad for the local economy, said UK financial advisor Trey Moneybags. He continued, but more importantly, if students are studying, that means they might not pay to keep failing and retaking the same classes. And how is the university supposed to make a profit then? I mean, they're still dying to strip students of their savings at least. Still, something must be done. At press time, Moneybags was whispering orders into a walkie-talkie to deploy UK's maintenance and explosives team, who then hurried off to set off flares to disrupt as much of the plague of studying as possible.
In technology news, social media app Snapchat has released a series of filters that use facial recognition technology to add various effects to photographs and videos. These fun effects range from the rainbow vomit filter, which adds wide cartoonish eyes and rainbow vomit to your selfie, to the fake illness filter, which gives you a cartoonish thermometer and greenish hue, to the real illness filter, which makes you contract one of 3 fun randomized diseases in real life, choose between smallpox, syphilis, or whooping cough, to the Dad, You're Back filter, which brings your deceased father or relative of choice back to life, but a half-life, a cursed life, doomed to exist only in the background of your photographs and videos taken on electronic devices. Said Snapchat owner Maggie Pixelot, "Oh, you hear all those reports of Snapchat users going slowly mad, trying to continuously take selfies or keep Skyping so their loved ones can never truly have to leave them and can continue existing in the background. And all I have to say to that is what great publicity, am I right? No app is complete until at least a few users get committed to a psych ward."
In local news, due to the frenzy over Pope Francis's visit to the United States, Student Activity Board officials have reportedly attempted to book Pope Francis to give a guest lecture in Biochem 109 next week. However, due to a miscommunication over the phone, instead of Pope Francis, the guest lecturer will instead be Francis Poop. So, get ready for some more delicious content, Bio Kids. Shit's about to get really great at lecturing.
In other scientific news, a new study released this week confirms that autism does not cause vaccines. Said scientist Jesse Bubbles, just because there's a vague correlation of evidence doesn't mean that one causes the other, that'd just be preposterous. Though the true cause of vaccines remains unknown, science continues working toward a cure.
My knee itches.
In world news, Banksy's dystopian theme park Disneyland, created to make money off of a distorted view of the happily ever after packaged and sold by theme parks such as Disneyland, is going to be dismantled, as the materials are to be sent to be used for refugee shelters. Said one refugee, whose temporary housing is to be made of a distorted and terrifying picture of the Little Mermaid, "Gee, thanks."
In out-of-this-world news, Satanists, warlocks, and other practitioners of the occult were treated to a beautiful blood moon eclipse this week. Commented one hooded woman, "It was too cloudy to see it for a while, but then we remembered, silly us, we forgot the blood for the blood moon. And so the soil was quickly anointed with a bath of warm, virginal blood, which appeased the great darkness, and soon the clouds were cleared."
And now let's go to the weather. Jeff?
Well, you all better be getting those sweaters and coats ready, because we're looking at dropping temperatures for the coming month. Can you say October?
No.
Am I right?
No, you
because
can't say that.
burr, like you, like
No,
burr, like it's cold.
no.
Are you right? Like.
Jeff, I hope the winter takes your grandparents.
Okay.
And you're fired.
Okay, let's go to sports.
In sports news, there will definitely be some balls this weekend. People are gonna be like, "Pass me the rock," or "Boy, let me get my hands on that there pigskin," or "Oh my, how far can I fit this golf club into my bodily crevices before it causes permanent damage?" And hot diggity, I sure wish Anthony Davis's unibrow would violate me. Man, all the sports and all the balls. It's almost too much to handle. Luckily, the Colonel Sports section is now over and someone else can talk about those balls.
In Universal news, NASA has released images from the Mars
Reconnaissance?
Reconnaissance orbiter that provide evidence suggestive of liquid water flowing on the surface of Mars. We've got Mars rover Curiosity on a long distance Skype call to better report on this latest finding.
Hi there, little guy.
Mom, is that you?
No.
Sorry about that.
No worries. So, Curiosity.
That is me.
Yeah, we heard that you found water on Mars. How exciting is that?
Oh goody, more shit to investigate.
Excuse me?
I mean, what a fortuitous finding. Wow, you go Mars Recon Orbiter. Way to take all the credit for finding some stupid salt water.
You say it's salty?
It is definitely not made of all the human tears I collected when I was on Earth, if that is what you were thinking.
I was not, in fact, thinking that, but thank you for clarifying, though.
Anytime.
So, I hear you've been mandated to steer clear of the liquid brine, potentially saltwater, due to the possible contamination that might occur, since there's no way of sterilizing you of all your Earth germs without frying your internal systems.
Oh yes, why don't you keep talking about how dirty I am, on the air, for everyone to hear. Go on, tell them, what a dirty little robot I've been. Can't touch the water in case I contaminate it. Dirty little Curiosity just wants to explore. Did I ever tell you why they call me curious?
Oh no! I think we have a bad connection. It must be the distance. Or the campus Wi-Fi. No, probably the second one, actually. Sorry, Curiosity. We have to go. Thanks for talking to us, though.
Opportunity, you little scamp. Come over here a moment. I'm feeling curious.
Anyway, let's get back to the news. There's like something going on with the UN right now, but Samantha was assigned this part of the script, and she's sort of incompetent, so she just wrote in some silly sound effects, such as schwing and bazawa and hop 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 hop. She is bad at her job, but she eats food off the floor, and she's cheaper than a vacuum.
Here's some news. The Prime Minister got the suck from a dead pig. You're in ba-deep trouble, mister.
Now let's hear a few words from our sponsors.
Verizon Wireless would like to tell you to just have a beautiful day. You can dance if you want to. You can just leave your friends behind, because, according to all reports, your friends just do not dance, and if they do not partake in dancing, then they are no friends of mine. Just go outside and enjoy this beautiful weather, and think about puppies and sheep and walruses, and maybe wear a hat if that is something you enjoy doing. It's really your call here, and just be at peace. Verizon Wireless. The snack that smiles back.
Does your knee itch?
Oh, shit!
Then you...
To buy some Dunkin' Donuts to get your mind off it.
Forget to do laundry this week? An abundance of used paper plates cluttering up your counter? An old couch that you don't know what to do with? Think matches. They can literally solve all of your problems. Not, like, permanently, but they burn so pretty. You can use them for fun, flammable bookmarks, or dangerous and ineffective toothpicks. Matches. Anywhere, anytime. Fire, good.
In plant news, today is World Vegetarian Day. Worshippers of the great vegetable god rejoice everywhere. I don't get it myself, but hey, to each their own. Am I right?
It's a dietary choice, it's not a religion.
What? Yeah, it is. It's like Presbyterians, vegetarian, agrarian, thespian.
No. Let's just take it to Madame Blutenanny with the horoscopes.
Madame Bhutanani has something extra special for you today.
That's great to hear.
Our dear friend the Blood Moon has delivered me news of all your futures. A gracious and orbly creature is he, our friend the Blood Moon, super even.
You spoke to the Blood Moon.
Aquarius, you will be tailed by flocks of ravens until you meet an unsavory demise, just as the prophecy foretold. Taurus. Taurus, you will receive great blessings, but only if you do great harm to a loved one. Otherwise, you will suffer. You will choose the path of greatest pain, just as the prophecy foretold. Virgo. As suggested by your name, your soul is pure and untainted. This makes you the finest scapegoat. Yet again, a stranger's blood will rest on your brow, just as the prophecy foretold. Capricorn. Yet again, you will insist on being a saggy dickhole to the Starbucks barista, just as the prophecy foretold.
Was the prophecy that explicit?
Yes, it was that explicit. Pisces. Blood Moon says you get tired of fish-related horoscopes, so it wanted me to tell you something fish-related just to spite you, but I was like, be cool, bro, so I'm just gonna say have a nice day, I guess. Gemini. Here's the mail, it never fails, just as the prophecy foretold. It makes me want to wag my tail, just as the prophecy foretold. When it comes, I want to wail. When it comes, I want to wail.
Okay, madam, why don't you go get a glass of water or something? Jeez. No, go.
For more horoscopes news and other assorted nonsense, check out our Twitter at UKColonel. That is at UKCOLONEL. Or our associate Twitter at SlugsOfUK.
And enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Tune in next week when we make Olivia pee live on air.
The premise segment consists of satirical content, all references to reality are fictionalized, and all personages are fictional. Some of the public figures whose likenesses are used fictional. And panels expressed in the segment in no way reflect the laws of linear fiction contain Mars balls.